Cobalt Tools 400 next Sunday with NASCAR on Fox. Michael Waltrip.
Is scrambling. He was in the back. He had the fastest car, you might think, Chris, because he's made his way all the way up toward the top 5. He's pushing it hard. What happens? He makes a mistake, and Ryan Newman pays for that mistake. But I'm telling you, over the next 50 laps or so, you're going to see more and more pushing it hard, guys.
Oh yeah, you gotta let it all hang out now, baby. This is showtime.
You know, with 53 laps to go and 23 drivers on the lead lap, you pretty much have about made your bed as far as not coming back to pit road.
Now, Ryan Newman stayed on the lead lap, the last of 23 cars. Denny Hamlin is our leader. 25 lead changes today. We just finished up the 7th caution flag. And that pace car is going to scoot off to pit road. Hamlin and Keselowski. Toyota and Dodge leading the Chevy of Harvick and the Ford of Greg Biffle. 52 laps to go when they come to the line. We're back under green. Keselowski's led 3 laps so far today. He could be about to lead his 4th.
Boy, he overdrove that corner though, all the way almost up against the wall.
Hamlin.
Dirty tires, got in there too hot. Probably a little stake right over there maybe from the accident, or at least dirt on the track.
Keselowski's best finish here, 15th in this race last year. And he goes from the lead back to 6th. Here's how it happened.
Oh, you can just see how much harder he drove in the corner than Denny Hamlin at 11 did. You saw that gap open a little bit. Just overdrove it a tad.
So Hamlin is the leader. Biffle is second, trying to hold off Harvick. Then Ambrose settles into 4th ahead of Johnson.
We got a ways to go, but this would be such great redemption for that 11 car, because I feel like here 2 years ago, that's what this racetrack bit them on fuel mileage, cost him a win, and he eventually lost the championship.
And Krista, here comes Harvick. He's up into 2nd place.
And the big question, Mike, how much did he save? Crew Chief Shane Wilson came on the radio and said, we needed both of those cautions. We are only 1 lap to the good, and it's a good thing because Kevin can't save now. He's in a dogfight. He has to race.
And I feel that's the case with all these drivers. It was marginal. The number of cautions we've run should be pretty good now.
Yeah, because when they're talking 9 laps, I mean, that's 2 gallons of fuel, Larry. That's a lot to ask.
Carl Edwards alongside the 78 of Regan Smith. Harvick second. And NASCAR fans voted at sprint.com/speed on the driver they want us to go in car with. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the top choice, so let's ride along on board and listen in. Dale Jr. on the lead lap, running in 20th. Get unlimited access through the NASCAR Sprint Cup mobile app on your Android-powered device, only on the Sprint network. Learn more at sprint.com/speed. Steve Burns.
Mike, good news for Jimmy Johnson. Chad Canals, the crew chief, just said you are okay on fuel the rest of the way. Jimmy relayed saying the car is a little bit loose on the restart, but it is coming to me.
Yeah, I saw him sideways a couple of laps there in a row, but all of a sudden the car tightened up like he said, and now he's trying hard to get by Greg Biffle in the 16th.
And just remember, 120 laps ago, he was on pit road 2 or 3 times under caution with possibly lug stud issues from a loose wheel.
Denny Hamlin dominated here in November of 2010, leading 190 laps, but wound up 12th.
That's it, Kyle. Let's go home. All right, guys, let's get out of here.
Available incredible 268 horsepower and intuitive mobile technology. Introducing the reinvented 2012 Camry from Toyota.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm not sure exactly what happened here last night. I was out helping people save money on their car insurance.
More, you doing it, are they doing great? Hi, come sweat with me. Keep going, Richard. Keep sweating.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yes, I can. Doubt better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me, traps in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the president.
Landed on the surface of the moon.
Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what God said. I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 to the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
41 laps to go, and all that time we were side by side. Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski were side by side and still are. Here they come into frame in the back stretch, fighting.
Yeah, we were watching Jimmy Johnson and Greg Biffle fight. Biffle got clear, Jimmy, and then here came Keselowski into two with Kyle Busch lurking there waiting to see what's going to happen.
And even though Kyle Busch didn't change but 2 tires, on one of those sides of his race car, he has 20 lap fresher tires than those drivers he's racing right now. And that could be a big difference, especially if they went with left sides that last time.
I think Kevin Harvick, once he got the okay that he's going to probably be all right on fuel, I think he'll turn the wick up a little bit here when it comes time.
Hamlin the leader by 0.8 of a second. Here's Kevin Harvick in second. He's led a lot of laps today. Boy, that 5th place battle just won't quit. Keselowski, Johnson, and Kyle Busch.
Listen to these lap times of the first 4 cars. 27-23, 27-23, 27-24, 27-26. Those first 4 cars.
Now it sorts out for a little bit. Keselowski has cleared Johnson. But that opens the door for Kyle Busch on the inside.
Did just get the information when Kyle Busch did come to pit road on lap 247, 2 left side tires for his car.
Johnson tries it again.
Well, Jimmy Johnson has a fast car when he has the whole racetrack to work with. But when he gets pinched down on the bottom and he can't let the car drift up off the corner, he can't make the pass.
The first Ford in the race and having a great race. Marcus Ambrose has won Sprint Cup victory. Came on the road course. But with that backstretch the way it configured, this race is a little like a road course, Dick. That's where he is a specialist. And despite fighting a loose race car early, he's positioned very well in 3rd here.
Yeah, and he's run well all day long, Mike. This would be the first ever oval track win that he has had in big league NASCAR. Most importantly, Todd Parrott, his crew chief, just told me that Ambrose has enough gas to make it to the end.
And Dick reported earlier that they were a little marginal, but I think he's one of those drivers that's benefited from all these number of caution laps that we've had since he pitted.
1 win on the road course, 2 3rd place finishes on ovals at Dover and at Bristol. Mark Martin has tried for 15 laps to get past Joey Logano and finally does to move up to 13th. And Johnson's back after Keselowski one more time for 5th.
Jimmy's been here a couple of times. He was there with Greg Biffle lap after lap. Couldn't make it. Keselowski's going to keep him pinned down.
This all happened 6.5 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah, it's like Brad Keselowski in the 2 gets a good run off the corner, but he was pinched up that time. Darrell didn't get quite the run, but he's going to fight back going off into 3.
Jimmy's just about going to have to force him up the hill and get him up in that loose stuff to get by him, because Jimmy just cannot make that pass on the bottom. Keselowski's got the momentum around the outside, that high line. You get a lot of straightaway speed, get off the corner really well. Keeps that guy on the inside, pinched down, can't make it.
And here comes Kyle to the